The time is 8:09 in the evening on June 4th. Just laying it out there. And I'm about to show you what I look like after a full day of eating and drinking normally. So this is what my physique looks after a full day of eating and drinking normally. I haven't been dieting. I've actually gained a few pounds recently. But now what I thought we'd do is actually get on the scale and show you what my weight is at the end of the day. This is my physique in the evening. Alright, when I flex my stomach, you can see, alright, tomorrow morning, we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to show you what I look like. I'm also going to take my weight. It's now 6:26, June 5th. Next morning. Good morning, gentlemen. This is what I look like now. What do you think? Do I look any leaner? Let's check my weight. And here's a side-by-side comparison of 8 p.m. and 6 a.m. 8 pounds lighter. So the question is, did I really lose 8 pounds in 10 hours? And the answer is yes. For all 8 pounds fat? Hell no. But some of it was. Today's video is broken up into 2 parts. The first 3 tips I'm going to give you are how to actually lose more body fat while you sleep. But then the second part is alpha science. I'm going to share with you 2 tips that I use when I want to look leaner in the morning. Regardless of what you're trying to accomplish, guys, whether or not you are trying to gain muscle, lose body fat, or just maintain, it is critical that you all have an amazing scale. Guys, if you don't own one of these, you need to get one. It's the Digital Body Analyzer Scale by VitaGoods. I've talked about them a few different times before. I've been using them for years. In my opinion, this is the most badass scale on the market, period. Not only does it tell you your weight, it tells you your body fat percentage. It tells you how much water weight, how much muscle mass, even bone density. And the super cool thing about it is that it helps you stay on track, regardless of if you're looking to shred up for summer, pack on muscle mass, or just maintain. A scale is a must-have. It's an essential, because unless you're checking it on a regular basis, you've got no idea what's happening with your body. Another thing that I absolutely love is that when you weigh yourself, it weighs you in tenths of a pound. A lot of scales, or I should say most scales, do like half pounds. This really lets you know on a granular level what's happening with your body, both from a muscle mass gaining perspective and a body fat perspective. Guys, I've tried a ton of different digital body analyzing scales in the past. Some of them work okay. Some of them are absolutely terrible. This one, in my opinion, is the most accurate. Normally, this scale's like $130, but there's a discount link down below that's going to give it to you for $50. It's literally 60% off of retail. It's the biggest no-brainer in the history of your soon-to-be even sexier ass. Hit that link down below and go grab a VitaGoods Digital Body Analyzer Scale for $50. Read the reviews. It's not just me. Everybody freaking loves this scale. First tip to lose more fat while you sleep is actually sleep more. Research published by the Annals of Internal Medicine has found that people that sleep more actually lose more body fat, which is kind of like counterintuitive. You'd think that if you're awake, you're moving around, you're burning more calories. They did a study where they had 2 groups of people. One group slept only 5.5 hours. The other group slept 8.5 hours. Both groups ate roughly 1,450 calories a day. But what they found after 2 weeks, the group that slept 8.5 hours actually burned twice as much body fat. They also found that the group that only slept like 5.5 hours lost 60% more muscle mass. I'll link to this article down below, but essentially what happens when your body is awake for more hours, your metabolism's like, yo, I gotta conserve some energy in order to be awake for this many hours. In a nutshell, your metabolism downshifts when you sleep less, and so your body is going to burn less calories because it feels that it needs to preserve them in order to keep you going. But when you sleep more, your body is like in overdrive. What they found is that people that slept 3 hours more burned an additional 400 calories a day. The second way to burn more fat while you sleep is lower the temperature. The Journal of Clinical Investigation, along with the National Institute of Health, they both did studies where they actually found that when you sleep in a cooler environment over an extended period of time, metabolism like cranks up. It's all about like brown fat and how your body handles it and assimilates stuff. I'll link to both of those studies down below if you would like a little light reading. Not light reading. Anyway, the third way to increase your fat utilization while you sleep is lift weight. There's nothing in this world, on this planet, that is going to help you burn more calories at rest when you're just chilling or sleeping, like when you have big, glorious, amazing muscles. According to Wharton, every 10 pounds of muscle that you put on is burning an additional 50 calories a day just at rest, like just chilling. 10 pounds of fat burns 20 calories at rest a day. And so as you can see, the more muscle you have, the more calories you're gonna burn, the less body fat you have, the better you're gonna look. The first 3 tips are all about the scientific way to lose more fat while you sleep. Now, unfortunately, this is not the only thing you need to do if you wanna lose body fat and get sexy, right? You can't just like sleep for 30 hours a day and think that that's gonna be good enough. You gotta focus on your fitness along with your diet. The last 2 tips are alpha science. 2 things that I do when I want to look as lean and as light as possible. Maybe I want to take my shirt off, I'm going to the beach, I got a hot date with the wife, whatever, I'm getting freaky and sexy, I'm being naked, it doesn't matter. Number 1 is make sure you drink plenty of water. Make sure you're staying super hydrated. One of the issues that a lot of guys have is that they don't drink enough water. And so when you eat all this crappy food, you're eating a bunch of salt, right? Your body will hang on to it. It will retain it. But by giving yourself the proper amount of hydration, aka water, you will actually start losing water weight pretty fast. Drink plenty of water. Not like overdo it, because there's actually bad things that happen to your body if you consume like way too much. I would say a gallon is safe, but definitely check with your doctor before you do anything that's too different than what you've been doing. And last but certainly not least, the 5th thing that you can do if you want to like quickly look better in a short amount of time is go low carb. Eat a low carbohydrate diet for a day, 2 days, 3 days, whatever you feel comfortable and safe doing. But what you're going to find is that by reducing the starchy carbohydrates that you're eating, your body is going to retain less water. Carbohydrates like hang on to water, right? They're like a sponge almost. And when you reduce them, there's no like sponge. And so when you combine number 5 with number 4, you are like a peeing machine. Your body is not going to be holding as much water, and you are going to look super freaking sexy. Hold up, before I go, I also would not be doing my job if I just didn't send out a warning to you guys that are thinking about doing like detoxes or cleansers or using diuretics or anything like that. They are not a good idea, in my opinion. Those things are quick fixes. Your body is not designed to be dehydrated. Your body is not designed to be constantly like cleansed. You got to be very careful. At the end of the day, you need to take care of yourself. They are not a solution to you losing body fat and getting sexy. They're a quick fix. They are not healthy, in my opinion, and you just got to really be careful when dealing with things like that, because it's you, it's your body, and you're beautiful.